All right, this is Reiko here with Anime on Location with Show Us Your Pokeballs. All right, I'm going to have each of you introduce yourselves. I'll start with you.
My name is Nikki Gillette.
I'm Craig Gall.
Bobby Murray.
And I'm Molly Wilkinson.
All right, so how did you all get into the world of entertainment?
Well, I have been in the world of entertainment, doing comedy and stand-up comedy and improv for almost 5 years now. June is actually going to be my 5-year anniversary in stand-up comedy specifically. But I've been doing improv since about 6 months before that. So I got into improv about 6 months before that in October, and then started doing stand-up after that. And it's been a whirlwind and a lot of fun ever since.
For me, it's her fault. She's the reason why I got into comedy. With her experience, she invited me to partake in a newer troupe that she was creating, and we did auditions and all that. And ever since then, I've been hooked. So, yeah, that's my story.
Same thing. No, she working in a haunted house with her also, and so she was like, I know you can improvise. Can you be funny? And I said, I don't know.
And ever since then.
I've been on stage more or less since I was 6, and I do a lot of acting, I do a lot of modeling, and I also work in the haunted house. Nikki and I met when we were cast in a web series together called Against the Odds. I was a witch, and she was my kitty cat, and we've been besties ever since. Yeah. So, yeah, true story.
There you go.
All right, so how did the idea for this comedy troupe come about?
Well, Show Us Your Pokeballs is 3 years old, and the show came about because myself and 2 other friends who were stand-up comedians, we were like, hey, let's do our show at a anime convention and just see what happens. So we ran it as a panel, and we ran it as a panel at Anime Milwaukee in about 2015, and it was such a hit that we decided we're going to run it again at Anime Central because it was a local convention for us, and it was even better from there. And since then, we just evolved, and this became such a beautiful monster that I have no control over anymore. I try. No, but now we are not just stand-up, we are stand-up and improv. And actually, I mean, big news for us, we're going to be evolving into just being improv after Colossal Con. So we are going to be eliminating our stand-up section to just focus on improv and sketch comedy from here on out.
Same question. What was the question again? I was memorized by her answer.
How did the idea
for the comedy troupe come about?
It was just all of us, nerdy people getting together and saying, hey, why isn't there any nerdy comedy troupes around? I mean, you all have a generic generic improv troupe. Why not a nerdy one? And ever since then, after a couple of Comic-Cons and anime conventions, we've found our stride, and we're just going there. So
This is Nikki's baby. I'll be honest with you.
This is fun, that's why I'm here.
You guys are improv.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We make it up.
So, what can fans expect from your shows and panels?
Well, you can expect first off to be entertained, because no matter what is going on, entertainment is the goal, and we are here to make you guys laugh, and we're here to make sure convention attendees are here to have a good time. That is our priority. We always prioritize our fans. We say our attendees and our fans are number one at all times. We are always trying to go that extra mile with interacting with people after shows and workshops and making sure they had a good time. And if they didn't have a good time, getting feedback. What can we do better to make them come back and change their opinions in the future?
Pretty much, the same thing. The fans are the number one, so we're the first ones to, dive into the audience and be like, hey guys, how'd you like it? Is everything cool? Did you guys like it? Always, promoting future shows like, later today, during this entire con. So, just making sure we get our name out there and all that good stuff. So.
They're going to expect a laugh. Plain and simple. Whether it's the physical humor or if it's just us saying something off the wall, they're going to get a laugh somewhere, at least once.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We're here to help everybody make some good memories. We want you to go away from this having a good time, thinking, oh my God, wasn't that so funny when she pulled you up on stage and this thing happened with the guy in the shirt. We're here to help you make memories. The guy in the shirt, I was very generic as far as you can prove.
Could be either guy in a shirt.
Yeah, or a guy with no shirt. Who knows?
When you performed at Anime Central with those some of the biggest crowds, how was the fan reaction in Chicago?
Anime Central was hands down our biggest crowd attendance to date and that was still when we were running stuff as panels. So we sent the stand-up show in as just a panel, and it got approved. And what we did was, as soon as the panel schedule got finalized, we printed up 1,000 flyers of when our show dates were and all of that, and we put them all over the convention. We figured maybe we get like 50, 75 people, because our panel was at like one of those weird midnight to 1 a.m. type deals. We get in and we see a line. Our panel room is at the very end of the hallway, and there is a line of people going all the way down the hall to the front door. We had max capacity 250 people, and we still had people waiting outside to get in. We have not come close to that since, but I feel we would have at Anime Iowa if we had been in a bigger room. They put us in a very small room for the stand-up show, and I know that's not mocking them by any means. They just work with what you work with. And we crammed 75 people in a max occupancy room of 25, and we still had people turned away and disappointed because they weren't able to see it.
Unfortunately, I was not at Anime Central. I did not join the group at that particular time, but I'm ever since I've joined. I mean, it's just been, con after con, it's been an amazing thing. Just the amount of people and everything like that. I mean, as she said, I mean that one was still our biggest, but I mean, future's bright, so we're ready to go.
I wasn't there.
I was there and it was amazing. Oh my God, there was a rave, seriously. And there was a guy dressed like Pyramid Head, and I chased him down and totally fangirled all over him. Oh my God. Seriously, ASEN was wonderful. We had the best time ever there. Pretty much we say that about every con we go to. This is the best con ever. We are having the best time of our lives. No matter where we go, we always have a really good time. We are all, believe it or not, best friends. We all get along super well, and we want everyone around us. Lie! We want everyone around us to have a really good time, too. So we're here to have a good time at any con. We love you all. Hire us, we're funny.
You even have me laughing there. All right. So now here at Colossal Con, what do you have in store for the fans here?
All right. Well, earlier today we had a improv experience comedy show, which is our PG-13 taste of our improv comedy madness, and that went super well. We had well over 50 people in that audience. It was very well attended. Tonight at 1 a.m. we are doing our last. Yeah, at 1 a.m. we are doing our last stand-up comedy show, and that is the R-rated stand-up show before it becomes something else. And then we have tomorrow we have an introduction to improv workshop where you can learn how to do improv with the cast to show us your Pokeballs. We have an introduction to burlesque workshop, which Molly can talk about more in a minute. And we also have our super infamous and awful improv show at 2 a.m. on Saturday called Truth or Dare, and we are playing Truth or Dare and doing improv comedy, and it's going to be messy and painful.
For us, it's going to be hilarious.
I'm going to pass this down to you so you can talk about burlesque.
Okay, because I'm so shy. We do have an intro to burlesque that we're going to be doing. I'm a member of the Moonshine Misfits. We are out of Moline, Illinois. We're based out of Iowa, which is just right across the river from each other. But I'm a member of Moonshine Misfits. I am Danger Delish. This is another member of Moonshine Misfits here, Christian Bond. And I will give you a little taste of what burlesque is like and what to expect. And it's kind of fun. You want to come down and see us. It's really a lot of fun. We're all about the tease. It's R-rated. It is R-rated. Most of this will be covered up, but I'm not going to say exactly what.
May I add one thing? With the Truth or Dare, expect something to happen with a Twinkie.
Oh, God.
There's a Twinkie.
There's a Twinkie, and they do something with the said Twinkie, and it's a great time.
Okay.
Yep.
Any current or upcoming news that you would like to share with the fans at this time?
Yeah, right now this is our last out-of-state convention for the year thus far. We are doing one more convention that's in our home base area in the Quad Cities, and then we are doing a lot of local shows. But for our fans who are scattered throughout the United States, we are planning on getting more of an online presence built. We're doing a lot more sketch videos, lots of food challenges, lots of Fear Factor style challenges, and lots of good stuff coming your way.
Yeah, so we're going to be putting up a whole bunch of videos online. A lot of it being like sketch video, just simple things that will make you laugh, make that day better. We're also going to be looking at more shows out of state as well as in state, everything like that for the near future. So we've got big things planning.
Yep.
What they said. Lots of things and stuff, so watch us because we're funny.
Watch us be funny.
Watch us be funny.
Watch us be funny. You can relate to us because we're awkward like you. Don't make me cry. I'm just gonna take that.
All right, and how can fans keep up with you and your convention schedule?
All right, well, our primary social media outlet that we use is Facebook, so you can look up Show Us Your Pokeballs Comedy Troupe on Facebook and give us a like. We are also on Instagram, but there's a lot of cross-posting. Usually what we post to Instagram is also going to be on Facebook as well. Same goes for YouTube. We have a YouTube channel for all our sketch stuff, and we got a website.
Yep.
Sometimes we update it. We got a website.
Yep.
We're official. But as for these individual performers, each of them is so talented, and they've got a million side projects that I'd love for them to tell you about because I want you guys to be able to stay up to date with them too.
Okay, yeah. So side projects. I'm a photographer, videographer, filmmaker myself. So I do a lot of like right now. I do a lot of like writing scripts. I've got a film planned for the next summer that I'll be working on as well. Besides that, I am also a performer for the Moonshine Burlesque. So I do that. Yeah. I mean, other than those two things, I mean, really, those take up most of my time. So, but those are some of the other things that I do.
I'm part of 2 local hard rock bands out in our area. Yeah. That's a gist.
Yeah.
That and I sleep.
He does more than that. I work at Terror at Skellington Manor along with these 4 people here. We are one of the top 10 haunted houses in Illinois. We've been voted that way from Haunted Illinois. We're pretty scary. So come visit us in October. Do it. I also work for Moonshine Burlesque. I'm one of the dancers with them. I work here for Show Us Your Pokeballs, so I'm one of their entertainers as well. They're kind enough to let me come up and do these silly things. I do some modeling, and I've also done acting with the interactive murder mystery groups that we've got at in Quad Cities. So I do all the things. I can sing too, I'm just saying. And plus we all have day jobs, believe it or not.
I don't know how you guys keep up.
I don't know either. We don't sleep. We don't.
All right. So it was nice meeting you, lovely people. Show us your Pokeballs, remember that? And we're done.
We're done.
We're done.